Hell yeah. It's nice to be here. It's nice to just, nice to be in a city, you know? It's just nice to be in a city at all. I gotta do shows in small towns sometimes, and I'm a Muslim, so I talk about being Muslim in my stand-up, and I'm always like the first Muslim that these people have ever seen in their lives that's not from the news, you know? So I have to be like their intro Muslim, you know? I have to be like PR for all of Muslims forever, you know? Like, they might as well bring me up as Malik, one of the good ones, Elassal. Like, there's always like a lineup of small town dudes, like after the show, they want to take their first crack at talking to a Muslim for the first time. You know, it's just a bunch of small town guys walking up to me being like, hey man, "9/11. Anyways, funny stuff tonight, man. Thanks for coming out. Like, just because the guys that did 9/11 were Muslim doesn't mean they were following the rules, you know? Like, you're not supposed to do that. It doesn't say that anywhere in the Quran. It says spread peace and love at every opportunity. It doesn't say spread peace and love, but if that doesn't work, take to the skies. Try a little tough love. Yeah, man, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't eat pork. But I used to drink and I used to do drugs, but I still wouldn't eat pork when I did that. Because I was like, pork's too far. If I have pork, how could I call myself a Muslim? Astaghfirullah, I could never. I don't know why, I had like a Muslim grading system in my head. And I was like, pork is too many negative Allah points, I can't do it. I'd rather do hard drugs than eat pork, you know? You used to hear about kids, someone come up to you and be like, yo, did you hear about Kareem? He's eating pork now, man. And we'd all be like, oh no, pork? No, Kareem. He had his whole life ahead of him, man. That stuff will kill you, man. Let's pour one out for Kareem real quick, you know? I used to walk into a pizza place like drunk and high, out of my mind, and look at the pizza guy and be like, let me get a cheese pizza and don't cut it with the same knife that you used to cut the pepperoni pizza with. You'll send me right to hell if you do that. I couldn't look my mother in the eyes if you used the pepperoni knife. My mom wears a hijab. She's a hijabi, you know? And I worry about her sometimes because it's kind of like having a target on your back. You know, you just walk around with this hijab all the time. Like, you never know what somebody could do. Like, I can't just tell my mom to run every time she sees a Ford F-150, you know? I asked her one time, I was like, Mom, have you ever thought about taking off your hijab? And she said, I would rather die a martyr than let those people change me. And I was like, okay, Tupac, Jesus Christ. But I'm proud of her, you know, I don't want her to change anything about herself, so I want to come out with a line of hate crime-proof hijabs that my mom can wear. The first one is going to be standard, just a Confederate flag hijab, you know? There's no way anybody sees that and does anything about it, you know? It's going to short-circuit people's brains. They're not going to know what to do. People are going to see my mom walking down the street like, oh, she got us. She wore the piece of cloth we like. Everybody in my family talks like that, though. Like, everybody talks gangster, but, like, nobody lives gangster lives. Like, I was talking to my cousin recently, and in the middle of the conversation, he goes, I would never chase some old money. I'll just go get some new money. And I was like, so they're not going to give you the damage deposit back? Like, you could just say that, you know? One time I drove this guy home, and right after I dropped him off, he posted on his Instagram story, I'd rather eat crumbs with bums than steaks with snakes. I was like, just send me the gas money. Why are you posting on Instagram? He's like, stop chasing old money, bro. Go get some new money. I'm trying to be a good Muslim. Like, I'm not perfect. The people who are like the best at being Muslim are like white guys who convert to Islam. Those guys are the best at being Muslim. They know all the rules. They're like, they have the whole Quran memorized. They're underlining stuff. All white converts are like Eminem in 8 Mile, you know? They're just They're on the bus on the way to the mosque being like, I have to be the best or no one's going to take me seriously, you know? I think more white people should convert to Islam, you know? It's the best. You get the best of both worlds. You get white privilege and you get to go to heaven. That's amazing. You get to have it good in this life and the next life, you know? You should convert to Islam. You should convert to Islam. You should convert to Islam. I wonder if enough white people converted to Islam, like, could it be gentrified, you know? Like, could white people do to Islam what they did to yoga? Is that possible? Like, I don't even get to go to the mosque anymore. I have to book time at a prayer studio to go do hot prayer. We all pray in a sauna and sweat the devil out all together. White women start wearing shirts that say, keep calm and Ramadan, you know? And Confederate flag hijabs, all of them. I'm trying to figure out how to talk to my dad better, but he's like an immigrant, so he doesn't really open up. He doesn't think he's allowed, you know? Like, he doesn't really talk about his feelings. The only time I've ever really seen my dad talk about his feelings is when he's building something and it's not going well. That's the only time I've ever seen him open up. Like, I was helping him build a fence one time, and he cut the last post of the fence just like a little bit shorter than all the rest of the posts. He just leaned his head against the fence. He was like, oh, I never wanted to move to this country. I was like, have you been holding that in for 26 years? It's the first time you've ever said anything. He's like, I never wanted any of this. I was like, oh man, Dad, we got other wood in the garage. You don't need to break down right now. I go to therapy, but I don't really like my therapist. I don't think my therapist takes me seriously. One time we were talking, and in the middle of the conversation, she goes, what's your astrological sign? My therapist was like, what's your star sign? I was like, yo, we can't both be mentally ill, you know? It's gotta be me. I don't need to come here, you know? I would rather just hold it in for 26 years, just take it out on a fence later, you know? All right, guys, that's all my time. Thank you very much.